What is he going? What's up? I get a shot cause y'all wanna be so damn stupid. That money. Who that? Bro, you must forgot. Me and Jarrell was on the phone about that jump. Bro, we was in a party. Me, you, Tyree. Yeah, that's when Jarrell called me. That we were talking about. Boy, that shit funny as hell, boy. Fucking kill yourself, man. Ain't even a bad bitch that he's stressing about. What? Oh my god! Bro! Oh my gosh. Oh my fucking gosh. Oh my gosh.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Big Lee still out there down? Yo.
They will run for the first time.
I'll get on top of it.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback. And eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Boy, talking about that.
On third down, Newman.
He dropped that. They wouldn't even let me possession
kick. Contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Down, that's okay.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tell me you one of them niggas. Look at this nigga.
Now Taylor, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And
they tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
What? That should have been
nothing but room to run.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how
that should have been a pig, yo.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a great return as he gets
leave it to Madden, my guys. Leave it to Madden.
30-yard line.
And that's
this nigga stripped me on a punt return.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Yeah, he's sorry.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger.
Bro, you're not about to run with the Chiefs on me.
2 yards a gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Talking about this nigga I'm playing against, bro. Relax.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Oh, Krill. Nigga, you ain't even know Krill. Stop lying.
As this game progresses.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete.
Oh, I messed up.
And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down.
This nigga, I'm playing superstar.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
If I turn his heat on and get wrong.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Give them 32 on the play. First down, here's White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Newman. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
That's light work. Come with it. Light work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from...
Niggas be sorry. He frustrated how sorry these niggas ain't easy. Look at Chiefs. All he do is run the ball.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
My head just missing, yo. I'll be dogging this nigga.
Switch gears. Check three.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Darren Lee there to get him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Off play action. Newman. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 9 now from the 21. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What you know about that? Okay.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Cause Madden like that. Nigga ain't even juke me, bro. Nigga just swerved me just now.
26. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 26. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Now a handoff here to his running back. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at
I'm playing the
12.
sorriest nigga I ever played, bro.
Move the chains, a gain of 7.
They just giving this nigga trash plays, bro. He running power runs, I'm smashing across the
They had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question.
Only because I got the Bengals, my nigga. Only because I got the
Bengals. Able to push forward.
I be dogging this nigga right now. Come through. Nigga wait 30 seconds before he snaps.
Taylor.
No. This nigga just got tackled and ran 5 yards forward right here.
It's a 7-yard carry.
So a 2-yard game turned into a 6-yard game, my nigga.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it.
Bro, this nigga gonna go up 14 and I'm gonna dog this nigga second half. Bet me. Oh, I bet
on second down now.
Now they give me a holding call.
I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
You say I suck. I say you swallow. Pretty much who's the worst man.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He sent him to Titans.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Back to throw. Newman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 83 yards.
Cover 2. I'm a
on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not looking for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Chiefs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
The give to Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that
this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Leo.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
No, what is that, nigga?
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well with getting these stops.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll take a shot to the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Looking to throw. Newman
right across his face.
finding room to the 20.
I'm going to show you that cheese,
with 1 complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
This nigga collar coach. Oh, yeah, that's definitely touchdown.
5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Back to throw. Newman
You retarded.
got a man open. It's Ross.
You retarded. Hey, watch the. I hope he watches this.
Touchdown.
You retarded, my nigga.
John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's going to come out, run the ball.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes.
Come here, stupid. You only got 3 plays, bro. They're going to trash. Stop it. You're not burning him, bro.
Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run.
Nigga ran the ball on 3rd and 17.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Oh, the punter just tackled me.
Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The punter, that's tough.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I don't care what you running, nigga. You want to run the same plays? I could do it too, stupid.
In this situation, if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newman.
You saved me because I promise I was not about to throw no touchdown.
Second back at the 36. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
He'll call the coverage, bro, and he'll play with his slot corner and run
with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
What you doing, big fella? I'm good with that, nigga. We back. Give me something good, man, because you out here being bum, man.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark.
Tackle the nigga 3 yards behind the line scrimmage. He got 2 yards.
Change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again to Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now here's Mahomes. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
I tried to show that nigga the corner blitz.
Here's
He
Matt
thought I was going to do the same, so
He's been terrific so far.
Nigga threw it straight to my man. And
this is run in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
We're gonna hit you with another one. You ain't even seen this one yet.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut it down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake. Newman. Open man is Ross, complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, you're talking about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch the safety cream. Watch out.
Running the toss here to White, and he'll lose yardage here.
Nigga ain't got
back
no
at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Tackle. Kill.
To throw on 2nd down, Newman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go play fake. Mahomes taking a deep shot here. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Ain't that right, Davon?
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored,
oh no!
Clash of bodies here, it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Man, it'd be wild in there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
He
shot that's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Mahomes now on first down.
Come on up, come on up, come on up.
He finds Robinson. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travion Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Yo, Metatron, I swear to God.
And in today's NFL, first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down now, it's Taylor. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes
Appreciate
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Come back to the streets.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it
like
offensively.
that,
But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
That's complete to Wayne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second down and inches. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Cook out over here.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on it, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. He doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, alert 3. Check 3.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off play action. Newman nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Big lead. I might leave right now, though. So this is the longest you've been in the party. Big Leo. This nigga got time up. Oh, no.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
About to see this one on Netflix.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week.
Bro, don't nobody play